guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something a little different. I decided to go ahead and show my Queens of Rich a little love and color in her. I've been promoting heavily my newly published one, The Kings of Rich. And so I decided today to take a break from working on the art for the show and coloring this. What I did was, let me think. I did this on Periscope, and it's so funny because when I also decided, since I was doing this book, that I would do something a little different and go with an unusual color for the skin tone. I decided to use yellow, and then from there build other colors as I began to shade and contour and add value to her face. I had in mind something I had did with a piece that I did on watercolor paper, and on Periscope, and I was thinking about that piece when I was creating this one. And it's so funny because at first it just seemed like a train wreck, you guys. I grabbed this really nice blue, and then I didn't even think about how yellow and blue make green. So you see right there on her nose, green contour. This was like I said, done on Periscope. So I'm talking about some markers because people were asking about markers, and I saw this opportunity to show them these markers that I found out about through another YouTuber, Jacqueline what is her last name? I can't remember her last name, but there she is. She got some markers from a company called Art and Fly, and they were really nice, and they're really affordable right now. So I told them that they were comparable to the markers that I typically use in my illustrations, but these were definitely an opportunity to get nice markers at a great price because they're a new startup company and they're a small company, and they're, so yeah. The unfortunate thing is I'm redirecting them somewhere else because I do have an Amazon affiliate store where the markers that I use are available for purchase. But it's a startup company, and I'm all about supporting startup companies. So anyway, back to this train wreck that was starting to happen. I just decided to keep pushing through, and it started looking good. Right around the time when I kind of really brought forth her cheekbones and her hair and her eye color, I started liking what was happening. And I know these are some unusual colors, for the contours and the values of her face, greens and blues and purples and orange. But she's unusual. She's yellow with fuchsia pink eyes and purple irises. But it was so fun to create something outside the box of what I normally do as far as skin tones. And the more and more I played with her, especially with her eyes, she reminded me of Tyra Banks somehow. And so she's giving me some Tyra Banks realness, especially when Tyra, at one point, if memory serves me correctly, did have that little pixie-like cut. Excuse me. Taking a sip of my coffee because my voice gets kind of dry. So I did eventually start really enjoying the way she was coming together. Gave her a little ombre hair. And there's a constant theme, it seems, of pink and green in here, but no affiliation with AKA. I think they're a great organization. As I do deltas, I just thought that pink and green was a nice color to go with her skin and the background and all of that stuff. So, but just letting people know. I mean, if you are affiliated with an AKA and this is something that appeals to you, definitely purchase the print of it, which I'll have in my Etsy store. It's whatever you want it to be. Speaking of which, I'm still looking for some more supporters for my Patreon account. I'm really trying to put together a really nice, sophisticated art show. And I'm looking for frames for the charcoal pieces that I did. All of these things cost money. And even though I do have a day job, sort of, it's very part-time at this point, that sometimes funds my art. It doesn't fully fund it. And the books were created to do that. And sales have been low. So I've only scratched the surface, you guys, of where I can go with these books as far as different people who they have not seen them, who I feel like these books definitely would be a great benefit to come in contact with. And so I'm just staying positive and keep persevering. I'm trying to keep my ears to the ground for some events that are a little more in my budget where I can vend maybe some natural hair events or anything like that. So if you guys know about anything that's happening within the next couple of months before it gets super cold, let me know. I definitely would take advantage of that stuff. Let's see. In this piece, I've used some color pencils. Most of the color pencils that I use are Prismacolor. I do sometimes use their water-soluble color pencils by Prismacolor. And let's see. And sometimes I use Prang. I do have a few Prang color pencils in this mix as well. But I also use markers. I use the markers that I reviewed in a previous video, the Premier Design markers. They're dual tip. They're really nice. They're alcohol based, so they blend and all of that good stuff. And I also use a few what are they called? They're right in front of me. The Prismacolor markers and Faber-Castell. And is that it? I think that is. This is actually, surprisingly for myself, a lot of color pencil that I used in this piece. And marker. I didn't use any watercolor at all in this piece. I did use a watercolor pencil, but I did not use water with it. It looked fine without actually even using the water to go with it. So this was kind of a simple one. I did add highlights in her hair and in her eyes and certain key spots with a jelly roll pencil, in white, and that's it for this piece. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I really hope you guys will go over and check out my Patreon account. And like I said before, the rewards are great. You will get prints. You will get some originals. And this is every month. And if you haven't already liked and subscribed to my channel, I would definitely encourage you to do so. And leave a comment down below. I love comments. I love engaging with you guys. If there's anything you'd like to see me do on this channel, please, by all means, let me know in the comment section. If there are any tutorials you'd like to know about, definitely let me know about that, because I do have some ideas for some that I want to do. They will more than likely be exclusive to my Patreon people, but definitely want to do some, I want your feedback, basically. So here are some close-ups of the piece after I was done with it. I was really proud of the way she turned out, because I was really scared that this was going to be the one picture in the book that I just absolutely hated. But she turned out really nice. She is given some extraterrestrial realness. Like, if I wasn't worrying about copyright, I would have definitely used Katy Perry's song to go with this, but I didn't. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.